Hey guys, what's up? Nick Ortiz here with JT Little here at King's MMA. Is this Fitzhugh? Fitzhugh, Texas.
Fitzhugh, Texas.
Okay, sick. Well, it's like one crazy winding road that leads to this fantastic gym. And today we're going to be looking at our opponent's defensive options through the guillotine situation. I had somebody in the comment section asking about the guillotine that I hit when I was competing. They were like, could you go over how to stay attached to your opponent through movement? So we'll look at that, but we'll also look at some options that I like when I'm about to lose the guillotine as well. So I have JT in front of me like so. Turn this way, JT. Perfect. And we have the guillotine. Now, JT knows that if I get not only the strangle arm, but my hand around going into the armpit and grabbing my own elbow like so, it's going to be problematic because JT now can roll towards his left-hand side to try to alleviate the strangle, but I'm going to be attached to him. And we'll either continue to roll or I can finish him on my back. So what I like to do in situations when I'm about to lose the guillotine, because an intelligent opponent knows, okay, he can get his strangle arm, but he can't get his frame arm. If we get here in this situation and JT begins to roll, I'll concede my strangle, he'll fall to his back, and we'll just look to start going in and attacking the pin of north-south and that sort of situation. So anytime you feel like you're losing the guillotine because you can't get the frame arm in, just start to look to pin your opponent down. So again, we're here in the guillotine situation. He's on two elbows. We're in that front headlock position. Scoot up just a tad bit. Perfect. We're here like so. Want to come a little closer? As we're in this position, from here, I take my arm and I try to get double closure, high wrist. JT knows that, so he starts rolling over his left shoulder. As he does, I concede the strangle. He falls to his back. We start looking to flatten our partner out and pinning them in the north-south. So that's one good option. If you don't necessarily want to, go on a chase following your opponent's gator roll and pretty much ending up with your opponent having head height, rather letting go of the submission and just acquiring the pin and then working through other pins to get more submissions is much better. The second option is when they stand up. So, no, you're down on two knees. Boom, we're here. However it happens, I get my guillotine. JT looks to stand up with the intention of getting his head to the center line. And if he can do this, he can use his head to push me backwards, and I'll have to post on my hands. So, one of my favorite things to do is as I get into this position like so, I want to use JT's back as a means of looking to stand up myself. So from here, JT goes to stand up. I don't take my head away from JT. My right arm is threaded through. I use my right ear on his back. When he tries to get his head to the center line, it's going to be much more difficult than if my head was away because there's so much space for him to take his head into my sternum and push me back. So as soon as he stands up, I glue my ear to his back. And now when JT tries to get his head through, he can't. No, continue to stand up. Now from here, I'll just take my legs to the outside and start coming up onto my knees. From here, we're in a great position to either start going and attacking the legs, or if he starts looking to stand up, we'll continue. So he tries to get a vertical posture. He pulls us up and we'll start to stand up. And from here, we have a lot of great options. We can start looking to hit ukiwaza, pretty much a floating throw, sacrifice throw, where we push into our opponent. He pushes back into us. When we feel the pushback, I step across. My left leg is going to be behind JT's right leg. From here, I extend my right leg, fall, and we roll our partner through into the mounted position with the guillotine. Once we're in this position, I just take my forehead and I move it to the center line. I take my hips forward. I bring my right elbow back to my own ribs. And from here, we can look to get a strong finish with the guillotine. So again, if your opponent stands up, keep that closed circle around their neck. Just glue your ear to the back of their scapula and use them as a means to stand up. They're pretty much picking you up because you have your head on top of their back, and it becomes relatively easy to take them back down in an even better position in a mounted guillotine. If you ever feel like you're losing the guillotine, especially when you can't get your frame arm, just look to concede the submission, pin them in north-south, and then work to other positions where at least you control the person first and then go for the submission and get the win. All right, guys, thank you so much. Again, we're here at King's MMA. Do a spin line, please. We have all of this facility. We're going to have showers open soon. Again, we're in Fitzhugh, Texas. We just opened. We've been open for about 3-4 days.
4 days now.
We have morning classes, kids classes, MMA classes coming soon, adult jiu-jitsu classes in the evening with JT Little. I teach the morning classes. So it's going to be great. We're looking to grow this gym as much as possible. So please come visit, whenever you can. And looking forward to seeing people in the future and looking forward to helping you guys out more in YouTube land. Thank you guys.